setting up the correct angle for this live stream. Now, it's been a while since we've covered some animals on the channel, and I would like to revisit that on one of these lives. So we have a very considerable size book here. With lots of creatures, night creatures in particular, that we can learn about. So if you're a bit squeamish or don't like a few of these, we'll have to look away. First we have the Death's Head hawk moth here. And we'll have a little look at some of the facts. Predominantly found in Africa, with a lifespan of only 2 to 3 months there. Some beautiful colours on this one. And a little bit about the anatomy here. It gets its name from the distinctive skull markings on the back there. Hello guys, I can see we've got an influx of viewers coming in. Now this book is actually called Monsters in the Night, but in my opinion the term monsters is rather harsh. I've changed it to night creatures. Learning about some of our favourite animals. So we have the beautiful eagle owl here. Notice how owls have a beautiful coloured iris there, almost like burning fire. Looks like they are found in Eastern Europe, Southern Europe and North Africa there. So relatively large owl there, and that's without the wingspan. A low level of threat to humans. Their call sounds more like a single woo than a twit-twoo sound suggested. Storybook owls. Just ignore the cars going past there. Of course we have to learn about the eyes. Being an optometrist, an eagle owl has unusual and very striking bright orange eyes. It can see well in the daytime and can stare straight at the sun. This is extremely dangerous for humans. A little bit of information on the plumage there. The bird's mottled brown feathers and pale belly help to camouflage the owl in the daytime. Hello there, Brian. Welcome. Sophie, we have had lots of rain here in the UK as well. Probably a month's worth in the last few days. Now, we don't really know much about fireflies, well, me in particular. But look at this. They are found pretty much throughout the southern hemisphere to North America and up to the upper extremities of Northern Europe. Lifespan about 2 months. I weigh about an ounce maximum. It says here, making light is known as bioluminescence. Fireflies do it to attract a mate, but it may also warn predators that they taste bad. tail contains chemicals that grow and produce a luminous green light, which the firefly can flash on and off. Fascinating. Right, we have the flying squirrel here. So, brilliant evolution, adaptation skill for this squirrel to get around. Almost like it's opening a parachute. Brilliant. The squirrel's wings, actually a furry flap of skin, and the side of its body. The flap is called a patagium. They have exceptionally large eyes to collect as much light as possible. Interesting fact here, to escape predators, it has a special feature known as a breakaway tail. Their whiskers are the longest of all squirrels for its body size. Okay. The size is as you'd expect. And it looks like they're found in parts of Mexico and eastern North America there. Fairly good lifespan of 10 years. Right, we have the world's biggest killer of all animals, I assume. We have the mosquito, the blood sucker. I assume they're found in the warm, wet regions, centrally there. Quite a range in lifespan here. Hello Nicholas, welcome from California. 3 to 100 days, so quite a broad spectrum there. And look at this size, tiny compared to the human hand there. The rear part of an insect's body, hello Alex in Portugal, is its abdomen. A malarial mosquito's abdomen has a pointed tip, and you can see the blood inside as it feeds. Hello Walter White from Scotland. Is that where you're hiding? Pipistrelli bat. I do like bats, interesting creatures. Obviously they are nocturnal, found through the majority of Europe there. Good lifespan of 16 years. Of least concern in terms of endangered status. The pipistrelli bat has spikes of flesh in its ears to receive the echoes that bounce back from solid objects. Thank you Snow for watching SRP videos, having lots of fun as a YouTuber. Scooty Booty, be very careful with those hurricanes. I have read that it is Florida, I believe. Stay safe. Right, another bat. Looks like it's found in central and the northern parts of South America. So I guess we're talking Colombia. Guyana, parts of Brazil, Ecuador, and Peru. fairly small compared to the human hand. Hello Camilio from Colombia, thank you for joining us. I'm wondering whether you've ever seen a vampire bat. A vampire bat does not actually suck blood, but uses its tongue to lap it up like a cat drinking milk. So here it's about middle of the road when it comes to level of threat to humans. They're actually good runners, reaching speeds of 5 miles an hour. It's fascinating. Here we go, it injects its saliva, which contains an anaesthetic, into the wound to stop the victim feeling anything. An anticoagulant in the saliva helps the blood ooze without clotting. Gruesome. And you can see here it's attached itself to a horse. Right, I think we're going to move on from that one because I haven't had my dinner yet. I'm 50-50 about whether to do this one, but this is a dung beetle. I think you know all about these, found through the majority of the world. Live about 18 months, very small things. A beetle's wings are hidden beneath hard wing covers. There. So look at a armoury. A dung beetle is a type of scarab beetle with a fat oval shaped body and a hard shell. Some are shiny and jewel coloured, but are often brown or black. Oh my goodness. Red-kneed tarantula. Never heard of this particular species. Possibly Mexico, the desert regions, Central America, but is becoming rare. Actually near threatened on the endangered status scale there. It's not as big as I thought it would be compared to the hand span there. But of big spiders, these do seem a rather placid species. You often see people with them on their hands and things. But of course, they have fangs. Under attack, a tarantula will display its fangs. Most spiders close their fangs together sideways, like pincers, but tarantulas strike downward to puncture the skin of their victim. That's nice, isn't it? Right, we have a thick-tailed scorpion here. Level of threat to humans is quite high. Scorpions are the most ancient group of arachnids, dating back more than 350 million years. So they're essentially dinosaurs, before the dinosaurs first appeared. Generally larger scorpions are less venomous than smaller ones. It's interesting. But the thick-tailed members of this family are an exception to this rule. Found in northern Africa there. So we're talking Tunisia, Egypt, Algeria. Quite big. About the width of the hand there. And a little bit about its anatomy. Scorpions are arachnids like spiders, and so have 8 legs. front part of their body. We have a Wells catfish. These are big things, aren't they? Catfish. Lay on the bottom of the waterbed. I thought these would be an American fish, but it looks like Eastern Europe. A catfish's wide mouth is lined with rows and rows of hundreds of tiny little teeth. These make the inside of the mouth as rough as sandpaper. As you can see, they are a relatively large fish, aren't they? Check out the weight, 110 to 661 pounds, 300 kilograms for the whoppers. Fascinating. They lurk in the waters of lakes and slow-flowing rivers across Europe, including the inland Baltic and Caspian seas. Of course, they're known for their whiskers. Thank you. I like this background too. I thought it would be apt. We have an anglerfish, which looks distinctively like a stonefish, in my opinion. Look at this. Yes, and these are found deep down in the abyss. The Atlantic Ocean there to the east. Hello, Easy Machiavelli. Good to have you again. Lifespan could be up to 100 years. That is fascinating. Some have pectoral fins like arms, which they use for walking around on the floor of the ocean there. Its mouth is shaped like a crescent moon and is packed with sharp see-through teeth. Hello Park, thank you very much for tuning in. I'm looking forward to this weekend. I'm not at work, so we have more time to record some lovely YouTube videos for you. We have some excellent ideas coming your way. Right, this looks distinctively like Mr. Chunk with his big ears. What's that creature called with the big ears? Anyway, this is the bat-eared fox. I think the creature I was thinking about was a bush baby. Anyway, found in southern and a little bit of eastern Africa. So we're thinking Namibia, Botswana, Zimbabwe, South Africa. Up to 10 years. It's a little bit low for a mammal, isn't it? Life expectancy. About the size of an average dog. It looks like we can get some smaller ones. Hello, Skit Gamer. A bat-eared fox has more teeth than any other non-marsupial mammal. It has 48, including up to 8 extra molars at the back of its mouth. Low threat to humans. Check this out, they're very active downstairs. Bat-eared foxes mate for life, which means one male, called a dog, and a female, called a vixen, have babies and stay together as partners. Monogamous, that's good. They both rear the cubs or kits together. Instead of feeding on meat from other mammals, the bat-eared fox mainly eats insects. It hunts at night, listening for the tiny noises of rustling, creepy crawlies, and licks up termites, crunches on grasshoppers and millipedes, and even takes on scorpions. Very cute, I agree. Almost like an intimidating bush baby. Right, here we go. Do we have any snake fans in the house? Beautiful head on this one. Look at that. The wide head, the intimidating eyes. This is the copperhead snake. And look at this. Eastern Northern America there. Southeastern North America. Or USA, should we say. Of least concern. Not surprised by their appearance. The copperhead has a reddish brown body with striking pale and dark bands of stripes. Fascinating creatures, aren't they? Lifespan up to 18 years. They are the most widespread venomous snakes in the southeastern United States. The snake has a pair of fangs that swing down from the roof of its mouth, ready to stab venom into its prey. Hello Marco, welcome. We're doing some night creatures rather than monsters. We have a ground pangolin, similar appearance to an armadillo. Look at these armoured plates here. South America location. Very low level of threat to humans, that's interesting. Slava makes the pangolin's tongue sticky. It pokes its tongue into a nest and wiggles it around to collect lots of insects, and then pulls it into its mouth to swallow. Thank you GamerTuber24, glad you like the channel. It is going to live forever. Pangolins have no visible external ears, but they do have very good hearing. Their eyesight is poor, but they have a good sense of smell. They have no teeth, but an extremely long tongue. They have long curved claws to help pull open termite mounds. Covered in scales made of keratin, so similar to your fingernails. Yeah, interesting. Now we have a hippopotamus here. Something you certainly don't want to encounter in the waters in Africa. It is pretty much game over. And of course, highlighted by the scale there, extremely high threat level to humans. Thank you, Elliot Vincent. So babies are called calves, are born underwater and can close their ears and nostrils to drink the mother's milk underwater. That's fascinating. The third largest land animal after the elephant and the rhinoceros. These huge teeth are like tusks and are used in fights between male hippos. Hello, Dr. Bendova. For feeding, they use their rubbery lips, not their teeth, to rip up grass. There are two males battling. The eyes, nostrils and ears are high up on the head so the hippo can see, breathe and hear, even when it is almost totally underwater. Fascinating. They can live up to 40 years. And let's have a look at the maximum weight. Goodness me, 3,600 kg. So 3.6 tons. Up to 14 feet. They are true giants, aren't they? Their jaws are hinged way back, opening their mouth to 150 degrees. That is fantastic. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I once saw that story and video of a woman who lived with a hippo. That friendly hippo she befriended. I remember that story. Kakapo, or kakapoo. We have a bird. There we go. My fans from New Zealand. I know we have some. They used to be widespread in New Zealand, but now lives only on Codfish and Anchor Islands. That's one for you guys. Low level of threat to humans. They are so seriously threatened that in '89 the only remaining ones were taken to 2 protected islands to be looked after. In 2010 their numbers had risen to 125. Each bird has been given an individual name. Critically endangered, this one. How long will I be streaming for? Let's see if we can hit 40 minutes. Or may do half of this book. Bring the other half next time. Right, we have a kiwi. Joseph, I will certainly do more book tours. I have some more lined up. I have some art books coming your way soon. They live on different parts of both islands of New Zealand. Hence the nickname the Kiwis, I'm guessing. Another endangered species. Do they have wings? They have no real wingspan because each wing is only a tiny stump. Measuring 2 inches, their wings have grown smaller as they evolved to become flightless. Okay, so this is a flightless little bird, I'm guessing. They're covered in coarse fluff, which is more like fur than feathers. A round fat body, hunched back, give the kiwi a peculiar but easily recognisable shape. Oh my gosh, we have the naked mole rat here. Looks like a skinny pig. Very nice. Low level of threat to humans. Isolated to a very small segment of Africa, far eastern tip of Africa, in the dry areas of Ethiopia, Kenya and Somalia. Least concern on the endangered scale there. Their eyes have become tiny, almost useless, because it hardly needs them underground. You can only tell the difference between light and darkness, so just light perception vision, so that's very poor. A naked mole rat's huge front teeth stick out of its mouth and its lips close behind them. This enables it to dig without swallowing any dirt. There we go. You may think they're naked. It isn't actually naked, but it is almost hairless, and its pink-grey wrinkled skin makes its tube-shaped body look like a wiener. It does have a few whiskers on its face for sensing things. There you go. We've opted not to use monsters. I think that's a little bit harsh on these animals. It's not like they're going to kill us, is it? So we've labelled it creatures. And here we go. We did say armadillo earlier. We have the 9-banded armadillo. Looks like it's very good at swimming. Quite big in size. Low level of threat to humans. Central and Eastern South America there. Lifespan is just 8 to 12 years. Argentina and Uruguay too. This species is about the size of a large cat, and it can jump straight up in the air. It's interesting. The shell is made up of bony plates and horny skin to protect the animal from predators. 8, 9 or 10 flexible bands in the middle help it move easily. They have long sharp claws for digging ants and other insects out to eat. This species of armadillo always has 4 identical babies, quadruplets, of the same sex. Interesting. Cinnamon toast, I'll definitely do the country book again, that's a good idea, I forgot about that one. We have the moray eel here. So the intimidating looking things. You have seen these when divers go past coral reefs, head sticking out. The ominous looking things, very large in length there, aren't they? Level of threat to humans is quite high, looking at 70% there. Why is that? It is said King Henry I of England died after dining on a moray eel. They are not fit for humans to eat because they contain toxins passed on from their own food. They actually have blue skin, covered in a yellow. We're having audio problems, are we? Okay, we'll leave it here. Yellow slimy coating that makes them look green. Most morays have slime protect them as they wiggle past sharp rocks. They like warm, tropical or temperate waters, shallow waters, especially around coral reefs. The scary lineup of teeth at the front are used for tearing flesh, and the moray has a second set of teeth farther back in the throat for dragging food into the body. Audio's fine, thank you. Thank you for the feedback. Moray eels do not have side fins, which I assume are called pecks, or which makes them look quite snake-like, but they have a long dorsal fin running all the way down the back. There we go. And now some sharks have 2 dorsal fins, a primary and secondary one. Hello Scotty B, welcome. Alright. We have our first shark. We have the angel shark here. As we were saying, dorsal fin, second dorsal fin, pectoral fins. Some have an anal fin as well. But anyway, found across the ocean here, the more southern hemisphere there, actually near threatened on the scale here. Medium level of threat to humans. An angel shark mother keeps her eggs inside her body until they hatch. Then mini sharks poo out, each a less than 1 foot. It's nice, isn't it? Very small shark indeed. They can live up to 10 years. It does say here they have barbels. The whiskery antennae by the shark's mouth are barbels. These are used to smell for prey by detecting chemicals in the water. I hope you enjoy your trip to Turkey. Right, the grey wolf. I assume these are found in the northern hemisphere, in the colder climates, so we're thinking Canada and Russia there. It is the biggest wild dog in the world. It grows more than 3 feet. Tall at the shoulder, nearly twice the size of a domestic German shepherd. These animals are not to be messed with, are they? The only real weapon is its teeth. But I'd argue the point, their second weapon is their stamina and their ability to not give up. I'm sure you've seen that famous wolf chase video where they hunt down some big mammal as a pack. The long muzzle contains sensitive smelling organs. These help the wolf track down prey by following its scents. Yes, third, pack hunters, not just teeth, but they have other skills, not just physical. They live up to 17 years. Yes, it says least concern. Fourth crowbar, okay. Look at this, we're already into page 55. One of my favourite animals ever, probably my favourite big cat, is the jaguar. Prideful, strong, brave, king of the jungle down in South America. You've seen these guys on TikTok and YouTube hunting caiman, haven't you, in the Amazon? Absolutely fearless creatures, love them. Near threatened, unfortunately. Looks about half the size of an average human there with its head down. Powerful bite force, good sight, good hearing, good sense of smell, sharp claws, strong muscular physique, unstoppable. Yep, they can crack skulls with their bites. Has anybody seen the film Apocalypto? That is one to watch. With jaguar paw. A jaguar is squat and strong with powerful shoulders, a large broad head, and extremely muscular legs. As someone has said, aquatic, good climbers. They are the complete hunter. I recently saw a video of one of these guys hunting a capybara, and the capybara went under the water, completely flummoxed the jaguar. Similar to leopards but bigger, live near the Amazon and northward into Mexico. Its name comes from the Native American and means he who kills with one leap. What a creature. The third largest cat after the tiger and lion. Kills its prey with a single bite between the ears. The mother brings the cubs up without a father because males are likely to kill the cubs. It's not very nice. They were important in the belief system of ancient peoples native to the Americas. The Mayan jaguar gods were associated with caves and the night, just like the animals themselves. I don't think I want to turn the page on this one. Ah, okay. We have the leopard next. And let's just go back. One of the differences between jaguars and leopards, look at the spots on a jaguar. The little black dots in some of those. And look at the spots on the leopard. Some are filled in. And I don't think we have any black dots. They love to swim. Sometimes enter the water to find crabs and fish. Thank you, Hilly Billy. Glad the mic is now working properly. They live across Africa and parts of Asia. So they're quite widespread, aren't they, there? So the southern half of Africa to Asia, wrapping round, guessing towards China there. Near threatened, which is very sad. These creatures are excellent at adaptation, aren't they? Its large head contains powerful jaws that the leopard uses to kill and pull apart its prey. Its claws are curved. Hello, Rowena. Welcome to the channel. Super sharp, both for catching prey and climbing trees. You can climb down a tree head first. A big cat has hairless pads on its feet, which are surrounded by fur, to help the cat stalk silently. It can retract its claws into its toes, just like Mr. Chunk, of course, to protect them and keep them sharp, and also reduce the noise when it walks. Fantastic senses, as you'd expect from a cat. Smell, hearing, eyesight, top notch. It uses its whiskers to help feel its way around when it hunts in the dark at night. Thank you, I'm glad you like the new kitchen. Hoping to record another cooking video tomorrow. I'll let you on in a little secret. I'm a big fan of cheese and potato pie. So let's see if I can bring you some lovely soul food in the coming week or two. Now apparently this creature is one of the most dangerous animals in the world, I hear. This is the honey badger. Look at this, it's chomping on a snake. So they are obviously plucky little things. Sharp teeth and claws. Found through most of Africa into Asia. It adapts to many habitats from deserts to rainforests and lives across Africa and parts of Asia. Labelled the meanest animal in the world and also the most fearless. Okay. That is quite scary. It is also known as the rattle. Easily recognisable with its black and white markings. We do have lots of badgers in the UK, but nothing like this. Okay. The skin is tough, but has the bones of fitting loosely so that it can swing around to attack an animal holding the honey badger by the neck. So please don't try and attempt to grab one of these. No coincidence, it shares its colouring with a skunk. Such warnings, or such markings on nature's warnings, the animal gives off a strong stink to protect itself. Okay. It needs its claws to dig, so nature has given it a fearsome set of claws. My goodness. It's almost like a furry velociraptor. Yep, Everybody loves a European badger. SRP 3 Michelin stars, thank you very much. We'll have a Gordon Ramsay knocking on the door before we know it. And a Marco Pierre White. This is a screech owl, I'm guessing from the sound it makes. Notice this owl doesn't have orange eyes like the other owl that we saw near the beginning. Has orange eyes. Piercing nonetheless, quite small. I do like owls. We can sometimes hear owls at night time where we live. Western, eastern of North America there. Two of the most common screech owls are the western and eastern, which occupy much of North America. Okay. Screech owls make different noises for different things. Their piercing territorial cry sounds like a woman crying out in pain. Different calls are used by different species. Very low or non-existent threat to humans there. Their beak is curved, used to tear apart small pieces of flesh, we knew that. Sharp claws, obviously with an owl, we know that. It will often have a mottled brown or grey colouring. On its top side, with a paler underside where the plumage is, to help blend in with the bark of trees. And I think we'll finish off, guys, with a spotted hyena. Have just a few more to cover next time there. And I'm getting rather hungry. Sorry Ken, I'm tuning out in a minute, but you can obviously watch this video when we've gone off. This is the spotted hyena. Any hyena fans in the house? Have a pretty bad reputation by the media, don't they? Found in Africa, live up to 12 years. Well, that's interesting. They can weigh up to 70 kilograms. It's quite heavy. The spotted hyena has the most powerful jaws of any mammal of its size. They can crush bone and chew easily through animal skin. Yes, Rowena, the Lion King did paint them in a negative light, didn't it? Unlike many meat eaters, spotted hyenas can digest skin and bones. Interesting stomach strength there. They get lots of their nutrition from bone marrow. Parts of their prey that they cannot digest, such as hooves and hair, are regurgitated as pellets. Wow. They have a distinctive shape with longer front legs, which make its body slope downwards towards the back. All hyenas have a kind of mane running from their neck down their back. The spotted hyenas is reversed as the hairs slope forward instead of backwards. You can see to the people of Africa seem to have a high level of threat to humans. Can run up to 30 miles an hour. They're definitely faster than us. They look similar to dogs, but scientifically more closely related to cats. They have many calls, as well as their famous laugh. They whoop, groan, squeal, snarl and growl. Some of the noises they make are too quiet for humans to hear. Yep, they do gang up on lions, but I guess they have to work as a pack to eat. I'll certainly give them a braveness, plucky star, wouldn't you? Right guys, we are just coming to 50 minutes of me yapping on. We have hit page 65. SRP has not had his dinner, so I may bring you a live on the gaming channel tonight. But as for this one, I'm going to wrap it up. Good night, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Remember where we got to last time to finish this one off. Rowena, thank you for tuning in. Hilly Billy. Cineac 6, good night. Gaming streaming, I'm not sure what the time is now, let's have a look. It is currently 8:58 here, probably about 10:15, something like that. Good night all. Maple syrup, thank you, and I will see you with a video release on Sunday on this channel.